What's up, guys? Shay from Body Slam here, back with a new video. And I know that you guys like when I do my financial recaps of how much I spend on a particular product for the first week of release. So I decided that I'm gonna do how much I spent for the entire year across my top 10 streamers. So we're gonna take a look at the 10 streamers that I spend the most money with, how much money I spent with each one, and for some of them, what was the biggest card that was pulled in one of their streams. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm gonna tell a couple stories, and yeah, let's do it. All right, so before we begin, there is no small cam. We're not showing any cards or anything. It's literally just gonna be a conversation between me and you guys. So, top 10 streamers. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm like endorsing any streamers or trying to convince you to buy with these particular people. These are just the 10 streamers that I spent my money with in 2024. So, first on the list, at number 10 is Ghostbreakers. So as you can see, I've purchased from Ghostbreakers only 21 times in 2024, which is surprising because I believe in 2023 I actually spent quite a bit more with him, but $504.81 spent with Ghostbreakers in 2024. I personally trust Ghostbreakers as a streamer on Whatnot. He's been around, he's a really good guy, and I like the vibe of his streams. So he's number 10 on my list. I can't remember any big cards pulled in 2024, but I know for sure that I pulled two one-of-ones from him like a week apart in 2023. It was a Noam Dar Black Prism 1-of-1, and then like a week after that, it was a Shinsuke Nakamura patch from Select of 23. So that definitely stands out to me in Ghostbreaker stream, but he's my number 10. Number 9 on my list is Wholesale Sports Cards. So you guys are going to see another wholesale channel on this list later on, and I'm sure you guys know who that is. But number 9 is Wholesale Sports Cards, and I have 49 transactions with them, and I spent $817.10. Now, I can't recall anything major being pulled from Wholesale Sports Card streams in particular, but I mean, I trust them as sellers. I've never had a bad experience. So typically when they're running a stream, it's typically a place where I feel like I can go and I can get a decent deal. They typically are running nice deals in their streams. So I typically hop in there just to see what's going on. And yeah, as you can see, $817.10 spent. And looking at my PC, you guys know my PC. My PC is not filled with big ticket wrestlers other than like Bron Breakker. So yeah, I hop in their streams and I get pretty good deals, and I'm happy with the product that they put out. So they're number 9 on my list. Number 8 on my list is Medina Breaks. Medina is a really good guy. He's a really good guy. Like, I like breaking with Medina. I like the aura that he gives off. He's a really positive guy. So I've had 52 transactions with Medina. I spent $1,063.27. So most recently, I know he's been ripping like the Black Diamond, and he's been doing like some mixers and stuff like that. I really like Medina streams. Yeah, I can't think of anything major that he's pulled for me though. He pulled something for me from Select, and I want to say it was a tie-dye, but I can't remember which wrestler it was. It wasn't Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was somebody else, but I can't remember. Darn it, man. That's what I was trying to do when I was putting this list together. I was trying to figure out and remember what the top pull from each stream was, but I could only figure out like the top 5 because I'm in their streams all the time. So yeah, sorry Medina, but love your streams, man. And you're number 8 on my list. And I'm not looking for any of these guys to like watch this or like know that I have a list out there, but I think it's really cool just to to know like where your money's going and just knowing that you're spending it with like really good people. All right. Anyway, number 7 on my list is Wild Zone cards. So I've had 118 transactions at Wild Zone, 1184.80 spent, and my biggest hit just recently was a Bron Breakker FOTL Gold auto from 3 count, which was like 2 out of 3. So big hit for my PC. Very happy that I pulled that. Wild Zone is one of my favorite streams to go into, hands down. They do a great job. They're always positive, always looking to help people out. They run a heck of a lot of really good deals, and they also do like Disney stuff too. But I went ahead and I pulled out the stuff that wasn't like if it wasn't wrestling, if it was like sports or Disney or Pokemon, I pulled that stuff out. So yeah, Wild Zone's number 7 on my list. I'm going to spend a lot more money with them in 2025. I know that for a fact. Yeah. Number 6 on my list is RTB Rips. RTB. I've had 42 transactions at RTB, 1138.55 spent. Now you're saying, wait, you had like 100 transactions with Wild Zone and you spent like 1,000, and you have 42 transactions with RTB and you spent 1138. Well, that's because RTB does a lot of like wheel spins, and in those wheel spins you get like a batch of wrestlers. So you might get 4 or 5 wrestlers for the price of whatever that one like transaction is. So I've gotten a lot more wrestlers per spot in an RTB rip. And funny story, RTB is the only Whatnot streamer that I've ever given a negative review to, and out of frustration of our miscommunication between each other, right? If I could take that back, I would, because I love RTB and I love ripping in his streams. But basically, I had purchased a spot for one of my buddies, and that spot hit, and not all the cards delivered, and I reached out to him and he's like, sorry about it, we'll figure it out. But then I wasn't hearing back from him, I guess quick enough for me. Then I'd see him on streams and like I know he's online, and I'm like, I know you see my messages, man, and you're just not answering my messages. But yeah, I went ahead and I left him a negative review, and I feel bad about that. I feel bad about that still, because there's something amongst streamers, right? I hop on Whatnot and I stream too. Just something that most streamers should just probably handle offline, and you don't really need to make it like a public thing. But yeah, if I could take that comment back, I would take that comment back, because I enjoy RTB rips. I'll spend a lot more money with RTB in the future as well. So he's number 6 on my list. Number 5 on my list is Card Shop Live. 79 transactions, $1,218 spent. The biggest hit that I've gotten from Card Shop was a Bron Breakker FOTL acetate from Immaculate, which I believe was out of 5. I think it's out of 5, right? FOTL out of 5, maybe. I think it's out of 5 or 7. I don't remember. Whatever. But I'm in Card Shop streams all the time as well, and the reason that I hop into a lot of Card Shop streams is because they do breaks in bulk. So they're typically running multi cases, 3, 5, 10 sometimes. So I like to go in and grab wrestlers for multiple cases, because I think I have a better chance to hit if I hop in multiple cases versus just hopping in one. And typically they have some really good deals in their stream as well. I prefer to break with Brando. He's my favorite Card Shop guy, so typically I hop into his streams. Not saying that the other guys are not fun or cool or whatever, but I like Brando personally, so I tend to hop into his streams when it comes to Card Shop. But they are the number 5 Whatnot channel on my list. Number 4 on the list is Breaks and Takes. These are this is my AW guy. Ty's my AW guy. So 63 transactions, 1,375 spent, and the biggest hit that I've hit on that channel is the Hangman Adam Page AW Ringmaster's Auto, which is like super, super short print. So when I hit that, I was like, holy crap. But yeah, that's where I go when I need my AW fix because he runs more AW than anybody else on the channel. And yeah, he's always done a good job by me. Um, I mean, always positive when I'm in the chat. So yeah, I keep coming back because he's a good guy. So that's where I get my AW fix, and that's where I'm probably going to continue to get my AW fix in 2025 because he continues to hit for me. And even if it's nothing big, I mean, you go into a break expecting to hit, you know, considerable amount of times, and when I'm in his breaks, I typically do. So I enjoy hopping into his breaks. All right, we're on to the top three. Number three is Breaker Mayfield. 59 transactions, 1739.30 spent, and my biggest hit was a Zoe Stark 1/1 from Chronicles. So Breaker is my place to go for Zoe Stark. Whenever I am in a new release product and Zoe Stark is on the checklist, he always hits Zoe Stark for me all the time. All the time. It never fails. So I spend a lot with Breaker because I typically buy a lot of my higher price spots from Breaker. So when I'm buying Braun, it's been a lot from Breaker. Braun Breaker, Breaker Mayfield, no affiliation, but that's typically where I tend to spend the more like high dollar transactions is with Breaker Stream, or one of, right? So yeah, I mean, Breaker's another good guy, positive to me, always done right by me. Happy to patron with him, and he always has a bunch of like really cool personals and singles and stuff like that. So he's number 3 on my list. Number 2 on my list is Shui Nostalgia. 138 transactions, $2,767 spent. Shui is my local bro. He's a good guy. Know him very well personally. And yeah, Shui's always running stuff. I've run some stuff on his channel as well. Shui typically hits for me as well. I think I've hit more Pretty Deadly in his stream than I've hit in anybody else's stream. And yeah, the biggest hit that I've hit with Shui is a quad auto from Immaculate, the Trish, Lita, Eve, and Tori number to 5, which I have not gotten yet. It is still with Panini. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get it. I hope I get it, because I don't think there's anything they can give me to replace that card. So, yeah. But yeah, Shui's my guy. I'll keep ripping with Shui into 2025 because I know what I'm getting there. He's probably going to be your most consistent when it comes to like prices and stuff like that. He's pretty even keel across the board, and that's a good thing when it comes to breaking. So yeah, Shui's number 2 on my list. And number 1 on my list is Wholesale Junior. 200 transactions, $4,822 spent. The biggest hit that I've gotten from Wholesale was the 1/1 Lash Legend Gold Vinyl Mem. And I just hit that like a month ago from him. So Wholesale is my Braun Breaker guy. He hits Braun Breaker for me. I buy a lot of Braun Breaker in Breaker Mayfield stream, but I hit Braun Breaker in Wholesale Junior stream, right? So that's where I get the majority of my FOTLs and my like patch autos of Braun and stuff like that. That typically comes from the Wholesale Junior stream. So I have my people that I go to for certain things, and Wholesale's always running multi-casers. He's always doing a bunch of like really good deals, especially when you have like a huge like checklist. He'll run some, spots at, $2, $5, whatever, to get a lot of like the cheaper ones off the board. He's really good at bundles and stuff like that too. So yeah, Wholesale's number 1 on my list. I don't see that changing in 2025, but we'll see. I have a lot of really good streamers that I hop into, and there's even more than just these 10. They just didn't fall into the top 10. I got a lot of smaller streamers that I buy with incrementally as well. And of course, that list is going to grow in 2025 as you branch out, but you want to break with people that you trust as well. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Those are my top 10 streamers. I would like to know what your top 10 streamers are, or who the favorite people that you guys like to break with out there as well. So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. If your list looks similar to mine, also let me know in the comments below. Just wanted to do something a little bit different. Something that wasn't just these are the cards that I ripped and let's rip them and all that stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, you are a champ. You get one of those big gold stars. Put it right there. All right, guys. Catch you guys on the next countdown to Christmas with Body Slam. We're ripping something. We're ripping two things, actually. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.